Hey everybody, want to wisdom here. It's about 10:30 or a little after. Wednesday, July 31st, 2013. Interesting day. Something unexpected happens. I actually got two of these Skylanders Giants Sidekicks. Again, hadn't opened them, beforehand. They're true. I don't know what's in them unboxings, namely because they're not labeled. But that said, I was shocked. The first two that I ordered were, of course, Eye-Brawl and T-Rex's, sidekick counterparts being Eye-Small and Barkley. They were ordered long, long before I put the order in for Thumpling and Mini Jini. That's simply because I found the two Frito-Lay multi-packs pretty early on in the game, and then I just could never find them again. I had to get the final two packs down in San Antonio. Uh, that said, I was still am a little taken back because I got Thumpling, and they were ordered fairly recently. He and Mini Jini were the last two that I ordered. I did not expect these two boxes to contain Thumpling. Again, my money was on the ones I ordered long ago, which was Eye-Small and Barkley. That either means A, that order was lost in the mail. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I would have had it, 2 weeks ago. Who knows? Actually, I didn't really expect to have any of them this early, including the ones I ordered. That's why it was kind of a surprise at the mailbox today. That said, I have been out of town. These could have arrived earlier. I'm not quite 100% sure what day it would have been, but I do know as of today, checking the mail, they were there, so we'll go with Wednesday the 31st. Again, could have possibly been a day or so earlier. If you haven't checked out the latest video, it was actually something Activision sent along. Basically, some brand new gameplay video from Skylanders Swap Force. Features Frino, really our first look at him. Pretty cool, but albeit short links. Kind of showcasing a couple of Hoot Loop's powers. Pretty neat look at Roller Brawl. Kind of saw Freeze Blade and kind of like a Sonic-esque Chaos Emerald type run through some, little arena obstacles. Quite a bit gameplay on Free Ranger, a couple of mix-ups. We saw Rattle Shake. Then they also unleashed some screenshots. Got official box art basically on Night Shift, but we didn't see him in the video. If you haven't seen any of that, make sure to watch the video. Check the blog link out. I actually have the standalone images there for you. You can take them, do what you want with them. Everything looks pretty good. Hopefully, they might leak a little more of that stuff out for us. That said, again, I was not expecting this, and particularly, I got two boxes. I showed you both of them. I thought that this would be Eye-Small and Barkley. After opening up Thumpling, I do not know what to expect. That said, I've walked you through the procedure. I showed you what the bags look like, how to do it if you need reference points there. You can search YouTube for the video. You can go to the blog and find it, whatever works for you. I might post a link in the description box if you're having trouble. Again, it seems to be feast or famine on the multi-packs. People can either find tons of them literally falling off the shelves, or you can't find them. Issue I had last year, similar to this year, I bought, a pack or two. I don't want to have more food than I can consume or give away. Then I had an issue where I assumed I could just walk in and buy them again. I couldn't find these specially marked packs again. It's kind of a, catch-22. You don't know what to do. But if you really want them, just buy all four at once you find them. That's your best remedy. If you can't eat that many chips, I'm sure you can find people that will. The promotion this time, it is handled a little better than last year's crapshoot, which was all mail order. The online aspect, while it's an inconvenience for some, that don't like to do PayPal type stuff, you do not have to have PayPal, but you do have to be able to purchase online, which again, I realize for some people, that doesn't work to their advantage. Hopefully, someone in your family a little older can help you out there. But for the most part, it's a step up. The biggest step up thus far is this. It's a box. Not the sturdiest thing by any means, but I mean, you have to admit it beats the envelopes. I am sure the post office is more than capable of crushing one of these as well. In fact, I guarantee you if I somehow, say that there were limited 2 per household and I ordered in another set, I guarantee you at least 1, if not 2 of these boxes would come to me crushed. That's just the way stuff goes for me and anything shipped through the post office. That said, Thumpling was the first one. Once we figure out who's in this box and I get them out, I'll kind of do side-by-sides there. Chase McCain is hidden somewhere in the video, somewhere quite funny. That might give it away for you. Should be able to find him given the subject matter, but like I said, I do not know. I was expecting Eye-Small and Barkley. Not the case thus far, getting Thumpling. At this point in time, it could be any of these 3. Eye-Small, Barkley, or Mini Jini. So, moment of truth is now. We're going to open this up and see what we got. Unfortunately, I can't tell because there's a glare and I can't see the Element logo, so we'll drag this out. In case you didn't see the other video, I will title these based on what I opened. I just honestly didn't know last time around, but get this little sheet in there. That's basically it. Thank you. We have received your request for a Skylander figure in the Skylander Back to School program sponsored by Frito-Lay Incorporated. The Skylander character you requested is enclosed. On behalf of Frito-Lay Incorporated, we appreciate your participation in this promotion. Sincerely, Young America Corporation. Again, those people have handled this type of stuff for eons. Not intended on a play on words there. And let me take a look at this first so I will know. Okay, this is interesting. Nonetheless, I'll take it. What we have here is Eye-Small. This is actually the one that I wanted the most. If they limited these 1 to household, you couldn't get a complete set. This is who I would have ordered. Basically the same way with my Terabyte last year. Okay, that went down a little bit. Eye-Small, in my opinion, was the funniest one. Everyone's going to have their own opinions on things. But as you can see, it arrived in very good condition. Basically, what you get in the package, there's no packing or anything in there. It's literally that thank you note and your sidekick. When you turn it around, again, you got your sticker sheet, the instructions. Let's go ahead and get him out of the plastic bag so we can take a better look. In all honesty, I was expecting this to be Mini Jini, just based on the fact that I ordered Eye-Small and Barkley first. And then, there was a pretty significant lull in the time that it took me to find the other bags. They literally came from San Antonio on a trip, and then I had to get home and enter the codes. That said, first thing we've got the sticker sheet, the instructions, which we're not too concerned with. The sticker sheet, cool thing for collectors or kids or parents or people that do sticker books or scrapbook Skylanders. I don't know what you do with them. I just put them in a protective sleeve with the cards. Got standalone character art for Eye-Small. Looks very good. Below that, we have got his little name tag, QR code, web code. Again, I'd show you the whole card, but believe it or not, there are people that will take the code. As you know, it can only be used 1 time, so I have to keep my finger over things. Now, we can unleash the fury that is the world's smallest optometrist. It is Eye-Small. He looks really good, surprisingly, after Thumpling, which does look pretty good. You have to remember, like I said, when these are scaled down, you lose the detail. Just going up to a regular Skylander size, you have quite a bit more to work with. Going up to a giant size, you can really get intricate. That said, the smaller they are, the tougher they are to kind of come by. But first thing you notice, obviously, the eye follows the same format. It's a little darker blue, I'm personally going to say, than we have with, at least on my Eye-Brawl. Hand detail, it's nothing fantastic or to write home about here. It does have that Undead element kind of belt or waistband or socket, whatever you want to call it. We're seeing a lot of that. Night Shift and Rattleshake both kind of wear a belt. It does have that bronze collared look going on already. Solid black. Backside detail. He does have, it is not, actually looks way better on the camera than in person. If you note, you've kind of got those ridges in the back and then that recessed area with the circle. That is actually the Undead element logo. And again, it actually doesn't look too bad in the camera. Right here, you've got the small wings, of course, sized proportionately for Eye-Brawl, or Eye Small. Little parting line. Don't know. You can kind of see it. I mean, if you see this parting line right here, then there's kind of like a nub right there. Nothing too... I'm sure laser would take care of it. You know, going with the optometry thing. The cool thing here is the brass knuckles. You know, he's got the smaller hand. He's got 2 of them. The full-size figure, you know, I believe has 3. But the base itself, not too bad. It's actually about on par with the others. There's a... Okay, it's not a scuff. I don't know what it was. I guess paint from Eye Small himself. Pretty nice. I'm just kind of going to put him here, give you a good look at him. Again, note the orange base to denote he's from the Skylanders Giants series. Spinning him around, it looks pretty good. I think the power just flat. I really hope I don't get hit by lightning again. At least I'm not, well, the computer is on, but at least I'm not recording something. That said, I mean, that's a pretty good look at him for you. Let's go ahead, before we do side-by-side with Thumpling, we're going to go ahead and bring this. Kind of interesting, I got these two, Thumpling and, Thumpback and Eye-Brawl. I actually got right around my birthday. It was kind of cool. Here he is. We have Eye-Brawl, Undead Element Giant, with Eye Small, Undead Element Giant Sidekick to Eye-Brawl. You can kind of see what I was talking about on the eye. If it looks like you just see the black dot and then little sky blue and then the white, that's because you do. It's like a totally different fade. The black center, you know, of Eye-Brawl, it's kind of getting hard to keep all this straight. It actually then fades to a white ring, and then it goes into a kind of like a pretty pale blue. I feel like you can see it pretty well now. And then it goes to the rest of the eye. On Eye Small, doesn't have that white before the blue. It's kind of a black, little bit of a fade, and then a much darker blue. Then of course followed that by the rest of the eye. You can kind of see them. This is probably as good as it's going to get. You can see the contrast in color. Let me turn them upside down. Just the side-by-side right there, again, noticeably darker shade of blue on Eye Small. Let's see here, fist to fist. Again, you've got the kind of haymaker fist there with the 3 brass knuckles. Got 2 on Eye Small. Elemental base obviously dwarfs this guy, but interesting shot right here. Again, I can't hold him with my hands not in the way. But again, you know, from humble beginnings come ferociously awesome giants. So the sidekicks, again, in game, they're basically just going to follow around and, you know, be funny and cute, whatever you want to call it. I will record gameplay of both of these for you. Spinning them around to the backside. Mentioned earlier, the Undead Element logo you can see on Eye Small. Here it is, full size on the giant Eye-Brawl. This is a nice little... I have to keep them a little close so you can appreciate the detail. But, you know, kind of just, again, a miniature version of Eye-Brawl. You know, again, lacks the intricate detail, but again, that's in part because of the smaller scale of the sidekick. Very hard to incorporate all that. Overall, he looks great. Again, out of the 4 sidekicks for the Giants, this is the one I wanted the most. I just thought it was the neatest. That said, I do feel like Barkley's pose is going to be really good. I'm excited to see him. That means that now with the arrival of Eye Small and Thumpling, we just lack the other 2 you see here, Barkley and Mini Jini. Again, being straight up honest with you, I ordered Eye Small was the very first one I ordered. Second was Barkley. Then past that, I actually did Thumpling and, you know, Mini Jini. So not quite sure how things panned out. Again, maybe you know, they started taking orders before they actually had the figures in. Maybe they've gotten these 2 in. I don't really know. I haven't really heard. I think when I went online earlier today, there was like a handful of people that were saying they'd gotten them, or, you know, grandma called and said they came in the mail or something. But that said, they are apparently shipping. You know, this is nothing fancy or done, you know, through Activision. So this is me doing the same thing everyone else has to. Bought the chips, got the code, entered it online, paid with a charge card, etc. So if I'm getting them, you very well possibly could be getting them too. But again, here these two guys are. They look pretty dadgum cool. I think when we get the complete set, it'll be neat. Here they are side by side. I'm trying to keep them level for you. Eye Small is noticeably taller. Maybe a little bit wider too, not necessarily in the arm span area, but just overall, I guess they're roughly the same. But let's see what we can do. We'll grab Fright Rider since he's undead. Put these two side by side. Basically, a little over half the size of a Skylander. Maybe again, Eye Small does seem to be freakishly tall. And then again, side by side with Eye-Brawl, we'll say. Actually, maybe two Eye Small would equate him, but I mean, essentially, you get the drift. They're the same size as last time. Let me grab Trigger Snappy, do it a little different for you. His ear and Eye Small's fist basically at the same spot. That's a pretty good shot for you. They're not huge, they're not larger. Again, a lot of people, I guess here recently with the lack of information, until Monday when we got the awesome stuff, started speculating if the Giants Sidekicks would be bigger. They're not. They're basically the same size as they've always been. But here these two guys are, Thumpling and Eye Small again. Pretty cool we got them this early. Wasn't expecting to have any of them. I was thinking maybe at the earliest like August. I'll go back in the blog or my payroll type deal to kind of see whenever I order these exactly. I'll calculate the weeks. Update it on the blog for you. Might throw it in the video description. But for standalone shots, I'll do a few with these two guys together, the other sidekicks, and then more importantly, these guys right beside their giant counterpart. If you want to see that stuff, head over to the blog, oneofwisdom.com. I'll have a link at the top of the video description box that'll take you there. It's just really hard for me to get, adequate size comparisons, for you. I don't want people having to skim through the whole video. But that said, this is Eye Small. He arrived today, possibly a few days earlier. I'm not sure because I was out of town. But standard issue stuff, you get your sticker sheet. It's got the character art, the name tag, the QR code, your web ID you can enter online. And so far, I have to say, Thumpling, while he does look pretty cool, I still have to give the nod to Eye Small personally. Once we have all four of them in and I've unboxed them, I'll get a poll up, see which one you actually do like better, once you've seen them or acquired them yourself. That said, they did show up. We'll just again run with Wednesday, July 31st. Hopefully, here in a couple of weeks, I should have, Mini Jini and Barkley over there. But this is Eye Small. Questions, comments you can ask here on YouTube. For a quicker response, I suggest you use the blog, oneofwisdom.com. Again, you can also see some of the side-by-side shots I'll take for you there. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, make sure to subscribe to stay up with all the latest. That way you'll just get the feed. You don't have to wonder and check. It'll just come to you. But again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you back here next time.